This assessment is the test of preschool early literacy, or the TOPEL. The two tests that you will be giving in the TOPEL are print awareness and phonological awareness. The TOPEL is designed to identify children at risk of having or developing problems in literacy. The TOPEL measures abilities related to early literacy. It's administered to children 3 through 5 years of age, and it varies across all age levels with a maximum test time of 30 minutes. The materials you will need for the TOPEL are the picture book and the booklet, the record booklet for marking the child's answers. The TOPEL must be administered individually. Assessment should be administered in one session unless the child shows signs of fatigue. You must adhere strictly to the administration procedures, which means please read exactly what's in the book and what's on the test. Read exactly what it says. For the basal, all examinees begin with the first item in each of the 3 sets, sets A, B, and C. The ceiling is 3 consecutive incorrect responses. In all 3 sets are administered. Minimum number of items administered is 9. If no ceiling is reached, continue testing until the last item in the item set, set A, B, and C, has been administered. Okay. The child and examiner should be seated across from one another. Place picture book directly in front of the child, like this. The examiner booklet should be situated for ease of recording responses, but out of the child's obvious range of vision. The child should not be aware of correct and incorrect answers. Okay, so for administering the TOPEL, you will begin by saying, today I'm going to ask you some questions about letters, pictures, and sounds. Some questions will be hard and some will be easy. Just do the best you can. You will open the picture book to the first item in the print knowledge subtest. So it will say print knowledge subtest 1. And this is the first item. In the print knowledge subtest, each item has an accompanying illustration in the picture book. For items 1 through 22, turn to the correct picture book page. Read the item and tell the child to point to his or her answer. You will circle the child's response and record a 1 for a correct response and a 0 for an incorrect response. And this is what the first one looks like, and you will put a 1 or 0 on the lines provided and circle the answer A, B, C, or D that they have given. The correct answer is highlighted in bold. Okay. Items 23 through 36 also have accompanying illustrations. However, the child responds orally for these items. You will write the child's response on the line provided and record a 1 for correct and a 0 for the incorrect response. For item 23, I'll show you. Okay, this is item number 23. You will say, if the child provides the letter sound, say, that's the sound the letter makes. What is the name of the letter? For item 33, letter B, if the child provides the letter name, say that's the name of the letter. What is the sound the letter makes? If the child responds with the sound of the letter, indicate this by writing the letter inside backslashes on the line provided. For item 23, this should be followed by a P for the prompt provided and then the child's final response. So for example, if they gave the sound, instead of D, you would put it in slashes. You gave a P for prompt, and then they said the answer, which is letter D. Okay. If the child points to more than one picture, you would say, you may only choose one picture. If the child says, I can't read, in response to questions 9 through 12, I'll show you. So if they say, I can't read in response to number 9 through 12, you ask them, if you could read, which can you read? And they should point to the word pig. Never give answers or help. If the child self-corrects, take the final answer even if it is incorrect. Questions 33 through 36 are part of Set C. You do not need to administer these items to the child if the child gets a ceiling between items 23 and 32. Okay, so for the next subtest, which will be phonological awareness, okay, it will say subtest 3, phonological awareness. Begin testing with the first item in set A and continue testing until a ceiling is reached or all items in the set have been administered. Then administer items in set B, C, and D in the same manner. The ceiling for this subtest is 3 consecutive incorrect responses. All children will have the opportunity to respond to at least 3 questions in all 4 sets, A through D, and answering a minimum of 12 questions. So in the phonological awareness subtest, it contains, like I said, 4 items, sets A, B, C, and D. Each set of items is preceded by 2 practice items. Sets A and C use illustrations from the picture book, and sets B and D are administered without pictures. You will begin by saying, turning to practice item A, you will begin by saying, we're going to play a word game. This is a game where we take away parts of words to make new words. You will point to a picture showing the new word. Okay, so in the picture book, you will administer practice items A and B using the script provided in the examiner booklet. Okay, and you will turn to the phonological awareness part, and then here's practice item A and B. Okay, so you will say, look at these pictures, and you will point to the pictures as you name them. Table, box, brush, tooth. My word is toothbrush. Say toothbrush. If the child does not repeat the word exactly, have them say the word again. If you take away brush from the word toothbrush, what word do you have? Point to it. If correct, you say, that's right. Toothbrush without brush is tooth. Let's try the next one. If incorrect, say to the child, not quite, listen again. My word is toothbrush. And you'll have a half-second pause because of the dash. Say toothbrush. If you take away brush from toothbrush, what word do you have? If the child then gives the correct response, give correct feedback. That's right, toothbrush without brush is tooth. If again they get the question incorrect, you would say, well, almost. The answer is tooth because toothbrush without brush is tooth. Let's try the next one. You will administer practice item B in the same manner. Administer items in set A until the child makes 3 incorrect responses in a row or all items in the set have been given. Feedback is only given for items 1 through 3. Do not provide feedback on items 4 through 6. Circle the child's response. Correct responses receive a score of 1 and incorrect responses receive a score of 0. For the next part, you will close picture book, no pictures for this test. You will administer practice items C and D using the script in the examiner booklet. Continue testing items in set B until child reaches a ceiling. And again, that's 3 incorrect responses in a row or all items have been administered. Provide feedback for items 7 through 9 only. Do not provide feedback on items 10 through 12. Write the child's response on the line provided and score the correct responses as 1 for correct and 0 for incorrect. For item E and F, you will open back open the picture book back up, and you will begin by saying, "We are going to play a game with words. I will show you pictures to help you remember the words." So if we go to items E and F. Okay. Okay. So you will do practice items E and F using the script provided. The dash in this set indicates a 1-second pause. Administer items in item set C using the script provided in the examiner booklet. Provide feedback for items 13 through 15. Do not provide feedback for items 16 through 18. Circle the child's response that they give you and a 1 for correct and 0 for incorrect responses. You will continue testing until the child gets 3 incorrect responses in a row or all items are administered. And for the next part, you will close the picture book because no pictures are given, and you will administer practice items G and H using the script provided in the record booklet. Administer items in set D, and again, you will note there's a dash, and this set indicates a 1-second pause. You'll provide feedback for items 19 through 21 only. Do not provide feedback through items 22 through 27. Okay, and write the child's responses on the line provided, a 1 for correct and a 0 for incorrect. The child must say the word altogether, no pause, in order to receive credit for a correct response. So even though you are giving a pause, they should not give a pause as the answer. So for example, just to do one for you, an item, if you say, let's see, here we go. So the question is, listen carefully to what I say and then say the word you hear. What word do these make? Airplane. The child should say airplane. No pause in between. Avoid saying things like good job or great or that's correct after each question, as the child may interpret this as a correct answer, and if you don't give a comment, and no comment as an incorrect answer. And that is the end of the TOPEL.